Hey everyone, this is Jennifer Beamer, owner operator of Expertly Diet Art by Science. This is video 2 of the Learning to Spin with a Bat video, and I'm just going to pick up right where we left off. Basically what I did was I finished drafting out the rest of the piece that I started on the last video, and then I just spun up a little bit to get it attached to the spindle. And I was just telling you actually that it was really hard for me to make slubby yarn. Because I make very even yarns these days. But this, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? A little fat piece. And when I apply it, I'm gonna apply it on itself. It's my favorite way to make a 2-ply with handspun yarn because you use all of the yarn. That part is going to be real fat and it's going to be lumpy, and it's going to provide a lot of visual texture as well as texture. I must be tired. Anyway, so it's just going to provide a lot of texture, both visually and tactually. I want to say that's the word. Anyway, I'm sure someone's going to put a comment in the section below saying, no, it's this one, you idiot. Anyway, so this is going to be more like a beginner's yarn. It's not going to be perfectly even. And there's going to be some lumpy parts and, you know, slightly underspun parts and overspun parts, and that's totally fine. The important part is we're spinning something that once we're done, we'll actually just be able to use. We won't have to worry about dyeing it. We won't have to worry about it looking lame because it's just plain white. Because really, how many just plain white garments do you want to own, right? I want something that's more exciting. And frankly, most people really like color, so get this off the hook here. Most people will want something that's colorful, and with your first yarn, you're going to be more motivated to continue spinning, because like I said, it's, you know, tedious when you first start, than if you just had something plain and white. Now, before I get into the latter part where there's a lot more pulled silk, I'm just going to show you how you add in a little piece, like, oh, there's a, oh no, it's just metallic. I thought I had a piece of my own hair in there. How embarrassing. So this was just a little bit of extra pulled silk that was like in a big clump later on in the bat. So what I wanted to do is just put it somewhere else where I thought it would look better. You know, there's this place right here that doesn't really have much going on. So what I'm going to do is, remember I have my fiber, or my twist, the twist being stopped from the supply here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the end of this little sari silk, I'm going to pinch it, and I'm just going to hold it, and I'm going to draft this out a little bit more, and I'm going to continue spinning as if that was there all along. Okay? I'm going to do it up here so you can see. Okay, it's sort of focusing. So I'll let the twist go out that was built up, and it just goes right into the yarn like that. That wasn't hard, right? At all. That was easy. Whoever said you had to have, you know, great spinning skills in order to spin something that had a lot of textures like this one does? You don't. You just have to have, you know, a little bit of patience and direction, and, you know, maybe the inspiration itself from the bat. So let's spin a little bit more. And if you can see, I'm just kind of ignoring the silk. So right there, you see, I just didn't even really pay attention to it. The silk fibers will catch onto the wool, and the wool will make sure that it gets spun in there. And even if it doesn't, you can always take it off and put it somewhere else later in the little roving that you made to be spun in at a different point. So basically, you're just going to keep spinning this until you get to the end, and then you're going to rinse and repeat, basically. Some people like to make all of their little rovings from the bat at once and then just spin. Or for me, I usually don't have that kind of time, and I don't want things to get like like I don't want to lose the ends, and I don't want it just to turn into a big mess. So I find that it's just easier for me to leave it like this and then pull off a piece as I need it. But it's totally up to you and what you think will be better. For me, it's to keep it like this. You know, for you, it might just be easier to spend maybe, I don't know, 30 minutes pulling the bat apart and then pulling, like pre-drafting all of the roving to prepare for spinning. So yeah, so that's basically about it. You do not have to be an experienced spinner to spin something that has a lot of color and textures and, you know, variety of materials like this. You can be a beginner and do the same thing that everyone else is doing, making beautiful yarn. So you'll be making beautiful yarn. I'm pretty excited about that. Anyway, so this concludes the video. I got it in 2. I usually make my tutorials 3 because I talk a lot, and thankfully I didn't talk a lot this time. But hopefully the visual part of it was enough for you to get the confidence to just go out and buy something with a lot of textures, and even if it does look challenging, it's still fiber, it will still spin. Okay? So give me a thumbs up, subscribe. Any questions or comments, please post in the links below, or in the comment box below, and I'll also have links to my Twitter, my Facebook, and my Etsy site. Thank you for watching. Bye.